New legislation. We look at a new ordinance that some argue could have prevented the Olivia building fire. And some students in McDonald County learned to read between the goal lines. We'll explain. KOAM News at 10 is next.
Joplin City Council just passed the first reading of an ordinance that would change how they deal with squatting. I'm Ty Parks, and we'll have that story coming up.
Plus, plans for a $500 million solar plant in southeast Kansas fail for now. And
the measure to force the release of the Epstein files is one step closer to becoming law. I'm Erica Brown with more from lawmakers on the bipartisan effort.
The 4 states' most watched news starts now.
The Joplin City Council tonight takes action to address a growing safety concern. This is KOAM News. I'm Dow Quick. Vacant structure fires have accounted for nearly half of all blazes in the city this year. Well, now council members yesterday have passed the first reading of an ordinance targeting illegal occupation of buildings. But as KOAM's Ty Parks reports, the community remains divided on the approach.
Joplin City Council passed the first reading of a new proposed city ordinance dealing with people illegally occupying a house or business.
This is that vacant structure fires accounted for 61% of the fires in the city of Joplin in 2023 and 44% of the fires in 2024. This ordinance is designed to address the unlawful occupation effectively with the goal of improving health and safety in the community.
The Olivia building fire is the result of people trying to keep warm in a vacant structure, and some local residents believe the ordinance would have prevented it.
Because if those areas where there is squatting going on, and I'm sure there must be some around because, again, we hear about it anecdotally, but if those areas were addressed a little more rigorously, I think that maybe we could deal more directly with the homeless problem.
Some residents are concerned about the enforcement of the ordinance.
It's a very difficult problem to detect, though, so they may have a hard time enforcing it any more than they're currently enforcing it.
Local business owner says the focus should be on the property owners.
A very real issue, but I don't believe that the unhoused community should be held accountable when the homeowner is not held accountable for keeping up the structure.
In Joplin, Ty Parks, KOAM News.
Now, last night was the first reading of the ordinance. It'll have to go before the council 2 more times to be enacted. Crawford County, Kansas commissioners have rejected Mulberry's annexation request, the proposal tied to a planned solar project. The announcement came in front of a packed room inside the commission chambers. Commissioners said that despite Mulberry and the landowners supporting the annexation, the county needed to weigh potential impacts on surrounding areas. All 3 raised concerns before casting their votes. And once that vote was announced, the reactions inside the room showed just how divided the community is.
I thought that they had their mind made up along. I have spent 4 or 5 times coming to this meeting, and there's no way Mulberry can beat the Frontenac people. I'm going to tell you. I just think that came from Frontenac, and I think that they are very selfish people, is all I've got to say.
I'm very pleased that the commission heard our voice and is not annexing our land. I live nearby. I'm from Frontenac. I grew up in Frontenac. I'm part of the Frontenac community.
Shasta, the company, says it's going to take time to decide the next steps for the project. The company says the solar farm would become the county's largest taxpayer and says it welcomes more community discussion to address concerns and find a path forward. Meteorologist Austin Stantz joins us now with a first look at the weather.
Yeah, we have seen another day with above average temperatures and right now, just some light traffic late this evening, but things are comfortable out there at the moment. Current conditions right now, 53 degrees, a little bit cooler than yesterday, but that breeze out there just out in the northeast, right around 5 miles per hour. So not cooling things down too much, it's still comfortable out there. I think we might be having an issue with my mic right now. Let me go
ahead and see if we can turn that. There we go. Now you can hear me on there. All right, awesome. So now that you can hear me out there and I'm not using Dowd's mic, let's take a look at what we're going to see over the next few hours here. Some cloud cover begins to move in as we head into those overnight hours tonight. But coming up, there is a lot to talk about in the forecast. While we do have this comfortable evening, we're going to be talking about some midweek storms that begin to roll in, and a holiday cool down is on the way. We'll get all that coming up with my mic on, coming up soon.
Thanks, Austin. We'll see you soon. Authorities have released autopsy results for a shooting victim in Newton County. Investigators confirm a bullet was found and removed from the body of 51-year-old Ernest Darby. The bullet will now be sent to the Missouri State Highway Patrol Crime Lab for further testing. According to the autopsy results, lack of powder burns or stippling located around the gunshot wound would indicate the round was fired some distance from the victim. The body of Darby was discovered on Saturday in rural Newton County after authorities received a call concerning a shooting. The House moved forward with a bill today that would require the Attorney General to make public all unclassified and investigative materials related to the case of convicted sex offender Jeffrey Epstein. The Senate then unanimously voted to quickly forward the bill to the president's desk for signature. Erica Brown has the latest.
The House passed a bill Tuesday to force the Justice Department to release all of its files related to convicted sex offender Jeffrey Epstein.
On this vote, the yeas are 427. The nays are 1.
The bill passed in a near unanimous vote, with only one no vote coming from Congressman Clay Higgins, a Louisiana Republican. The vote came after months of political pressure from a bipartisan group of lawmakers.
Look, what do the American people want to know? They want to know who else visited Epstein's Island, who raped young girls, who abused young girls, who are the other people who were involved. Some of those names have been shared with Thomas Massey and me by survivors and survivors' lawyers. But what we need is for those files to come out.
We have a terrible habit, both parties, of talking real tough, and then a couple of weeks later we move on to another shiny object. I hope they hang them. I literally hang them with a rope in a tree.
Survivors of Epstein's crimes spoke out from the steps of Capitol Hill ahead of the vote.
By passing this act, Congress has the chance to prove that truth matters more than privilege.
Hours after the House passed the bill, over in the Senate, Minority Leader Chuck Schumer secured unanimous consent to pass the measure as soon as it arrives in the chamber.
Is there an objection? Without objection, so ordered.
The Senate has now passed the Epstein bill as soon as it comes over from the House.
From the Senate, the bill then heads to President Trump for his signature. Erica Brown, CBS News, Capitol Hill.
Now, yesterday, President Trump told reporters he will sign a bill if it reaches his desk. That's expected to happen now as soon as tomorrow. Kansas City will serve as one host city for World Cup 2026. Coming up, how Southwest Missouri community leaders hope the global tournament will score an economic goal. And some students at McDonald County High School help tackle reading issues. Some have called soccer the beautiful game for many reasons. Its universal appeal, simplicity, and artistic skill. Those are just some of the examples. For refugees trying to create a new life in America, soccer's a beautiful way of achieving that. Isabel Flores has that story.
Tulsa Rising Stars FC is a league that was formed October 4th with the intent of helping refugee youth feel more at home in the United States. The group was formed through collaborations between the Ascension St. John Sportsplex, the YWCA, and the FC Tulsa soccer team.
We're trying to help each other as a teammates to win. It's good for us so we can learn more about the teammates, so we can know each other more.
Kusai Kablan is one of the team members on the Rising Stars FC team, who was born in Syria. He says he wanted to come to the U.S. to make a better future for himself, but he's found a second family with the team.
I was playing soccer when I was 7 years old.
Abdullah Amazle is another Tulsa Rising Star. He tells me his dream is to become a professional soccer player, and the club is helping him do just that.
We're getting better every game, every practice. Yeah.
When you come to a new country, you feel isolated. You have all these challenges.
Lydia Kita with the YWCA wanted to create a safe space for refugee youth. So she reached out to FC Tulsa and the Sportsplex to start the league.
We love to provide opportunities for youth and for the mentorship programs, especially with the FC backing, and having the chance to involve the local community with this refugee program really brought things together for both sides.
In addition to helping on the field, the mentorship program pairs the players with mentors to help off the field.
They need help with schoolwork or, that kind of assistance, or if they need to create a resume, if they need part-time job.
Plans are already in place for the 6 matches set to be played at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City at next summer's World Cup. The Missouri Division of Tourism held a presentation at the Joplin Holiday Inn to discuss the latest on the matches, the transportation, and events that will take place both in Kansas City and in surrounding areas in Missouri.
66 is pure Americana. The Europeans and the folks from Australia and New Zealand love it because it is untamed Americana. They can see things that have been here for years, for 100 years. They can meet people, they can eat cuisine. It's just a style of life that they don't have in their countries.
Each of the participating teams will be announced at the World Cup final draw on Friday, December 5th. This is going to be the largest field in the tournament's history with 48 teams. It's touchdown for reading tonight as McDonald County High School's football field transforms into a classroom for the district's first ever Literacy Under the Lights event. Elementary students in grades K through 5 took to the turf alongside high school athletes, cheerleaders, and dance team members for reading, games, and team challenges. The student athletes dressed in their uniforms, LED LED literacy stations designed to make learning active and engaging.
It feels good to kind of teach them a lesson while also being entertaining and just kind of laying down a foundation and a path for them to just form a future around learning, loving to learn.
Families enjoyed free concessions while watching older students mentor their younger counterparts under the stadium lights. McDonald County Schools plan to make Literacy Under the Lights an annual tradition. A little later, some Lions and Gorillas receive high honors from the MIAA for a standout football season. Ben's going to have details for us in sports.
I'm tracking multiple weather systems that are going to bring changes to our forecast. I have all the details coming up. After another gorgeous Tuesday, we're slowly starting to see some changes out there tonight. Taking a look at our Skywatch Storm Tracker, that system that brought us some showers and thunderstorms now pushing off to the east out there for us. Starting to see a little bit of cloud cover beginning to roll in as well. This will start to move in overnight tonight and start to blanket the area. We'll talk about that in just a moment. But right now we are looking at our Indigo Skycam Casino and Resort camera out there. It's comfortable out there, not really breezy. The winds have shifted and it's getting a little bit cooler. We actually talk about that right now. These winds have shifted now out of the north, bringing in some of that cooler air, but you'll notice only about 4 or 5 miles per hour. So it's still just a calm breeze out there, but that shift in wind direction is bringing in that cooler air, which is why we're a little bit cooler tonight than we were the night previous. Now, as we head into the evening, that cloud cover really begins to blanket the region here. That will help keep us a little bit warmer and not let the temperatures completely bottom out. We'll see about 46 degrees in Miami, 46 in Joplin, 45 in Monette by the time we reach tomorrow morning and you're getting ready to head out the door. Again, just a little bit of cloud cover out there. Still some sunshine to be found. Now, for tomorrow, we're going to expect 71 degrees out there, 52 by 8 o'clock, 67 by noon, 70 by 4 p.m., but 71 going to be that high. Now, over the next several days, we're going to see rain chances start to increase. So taking a look at what we can expect out there. Well, as for today and evening overnight, not expecting too much, but as we head into Wednesday, we start to see some light showers begin to move in. That begins to get heavier and more widespread as we head into Thursday, and then some lighter widespread showers on Friday. So multiple rounds of rain expected over the next several days. Let's time this out for you. We take a look at our future track. Thursday, right around midnight, we start to see these showers off to the west beginning to push in ever so slightly here. We'll notice that those showers begin to roll into thunderstorms by the time we head into those overnight hours from Wednesday night into Thursday. So a few rumbles of thunder, some lightning out there possible as well. Not expecting anything severe, but definitely some heavy pockets of rainfall out there as well. That'll move through the central part of the region as we head throughout the overnight hours, and then could even potentially impact that morning commute for Thursday. Now, we could also see some Thursday afternoon showers and thunderstorms. Temperatures, you'll notice Thursday 66 by noon out there as we head into Thursday evening. Some more showers coming out of the southwest by 4 o'clock, so even possibly that evening commute could be impacted by some showers and thunderstorms as well. Let's talk about that 7-day forecast. We notice, hey, Wednesday, 72 degrees, 66 on Thursday, showers and thunderstorms there, but the rain does exit out for the weekend. But we've got a second system on the way that's not only going to bring some more showers, but also some cooler temperatures down.
All right, well, you know, we need the rain, and we all like nice weekends, so it looks like we could get both of those.
Yeah, you know what, we got to take advantage of it while we can get it, because the holidays are coming, which means that the cooler air is also coming with that.
Absolutely. And for those of you who didn't see last night, you should know that Austin Stantz is a new addition to our weather team, meteorologist, and we're glad to have you here, Austin.
I appreciate that, Dow. Thank you.
Still ahead, the MIAA reveals its seasonal football honors, and Pitt State Volleyball prepares for its first MIAA tournament appearance since 2022. Ben McLeish has those stories and more for us coming up next in sports.
For the first time since 2022, Pitt State Volleyball has clinched a spot in the MIAA tournament. The Gorillas finished the regular season 13-14 with a 6-10 conference record. That's good for the 7th seed in the MIAA. First-year head coach Megan Bessaker said that making the tournament was the team's main objective heading into the season.
That it was a very big goal for us. We're excited. The conference is super tough, and so it means a lot. We've only had one athlete that's been to the MIAA tournament on our team, so I think the girls are really excited to be able to compete in it.
My freshman year, we made it, so we haven't made it since, so it's really nice to make it back, just to show that we've worked this hard all season long, so making it is a big deal.
The Gorillas' opponent is a tough one, the 16th ranked team in the country, Missouri Western. Pitt State took on the Griffins twice during the regular season. They lost both of those contests, but learned a lot about their upcoming opponent. And the Gorillas know they need to win this game for any chance at the national tournament.
There's definitely potential there to win. They are a really good team. They're a very disciplined team, very well-coached team. So anything can happen at this point in the season. I like the matchup. We've done good things against them, but it is going to be a really tough match. I think we competed really well with them, and I think it's going to be a good game, I think. And I think once we get going and get on a run and get on them early, it'll be better for us.
The Gorillas take on the nationally ranked Griffins in St. Joseph Thursday at noon. Well, the MIAA released its football seasonal awards, and there's a laundry list of players from PSU and Missouri Southern receiving honors. Let's start with the third team and honorable mentions. Pitt State has a trio of offensive players earning third team nods, while the captain of the Lions defense, Zach Bergman, joins them. 3 Gorillas and 4 Lions are honorable mentions, most notably freshman Missouri Southern quarterback Tillman Martin, after his impressive season under center. Now the second team, PSU, has 3 defensive players and a special teamer on the list. Jalen Fuchsa, James Smith, and Stephen Ward were all integral parts of the Gorilla defense, while Fuchsa also takes a spot as a return specialist. And wide receiver Draper Parker is the lone Missouri Southern player on the second team thanks to his 595-yard, 5-touchdown season. And a whopping 9 Gorillas take spots on the first team, 5 on the offense, 3 on the defense, and special teamer kicker Austin Schmidt. PSU's lockdown secondary sees 2 cornerbacks making the list, in Jeremy Sharp and Reggie King Jr., while the explosive offense includes quarterback Jackson Berry, running back Zamari Pelode-Gary, wide receiver Karan Parchman, and the big guys up front, Drew Daniels and Carter Stanchfield. Lastly, 2 of the Gorillas' first-teamers are Players of the Year. QB Jackson Berry is named MIAA Offensive Player of the Year after leading the team to a top 10 national ranking in postseason berth in his first year with the program. And kicker Austin Schmidt is the Special Teams Player of the Year. I can't say it comes as a surprise, as Schmidt earned weekly honors 4 separate times this season. Schmidt made 19 of his 27 kick attempts on the year. And with the basketball season just beginning, we've already got a Missouri Southern player earning weekly honors. Guard Jaden Taylor is named the MIAA Basketball Athlete of the Week. Well, that's it for sports. We're back with more after this.
Today, the Pittsburgh Fire Department formally introduced its brand spanking new fire chief. That would be Jack Spencer. Spencer previously served as a battalion fire chief and EMS leader for the District of Columbia. A Kansas native, he grew up in Valley Center, just outside of Wichita. Spencer says he's excited to bring his extensive experience to support and help advance the Pittsburgh Fire Department and the community.
The fact that he was familiar with Kansas, was a Kansas guy, so knew where he was moving to is always good. When you hire somebody from out of state, you always want to make sure that they're not going to be shocked when they get here.
It's one of those things where we have to kind of be a master of all trades, and it's so it's a lot of training involved, and I'm really excited to be here to actually help the guys out and give them the benefit of my experience that I've had over the past 30 years.
Spencer takes over as fire chief on January 5th. We've enjoyed a pretty long stretch of unseasonably warm weather. There are some changes coming in the coming days.
That's right, Dal. We got multiple weather systems. One's moving through the middle part of this week, bringing some heavy rainfall. A second one begins to move through as we begin the start of our next week. A third one right around the holidays that's going to bring in some cooler weather. So we look at that 7-day forecast. We see things clear out by the weekend, another shower or 2 Monday, and then much cooler as we arrive right around Thanksgiving.
Very good. Thanks for joining us. Don't forget the morning show at 5 a.m. and let's make it a great tomorrow.